No.
Ness. McCulloch. Foster. Gave it away to Ledley. Samaras is chasing this, and McGregor's come way out. Giorgio Samaras scores for Celtic. Happy New Year to the men in hoops. They have the lead at Ibrox.
Well, if anyone in green and white today deserves a goal, it's Giorgio Samaras. I think he's been terrific. Very often the whipping boy. He's been terrific this afternoon. Alan McGregor, I'm afraid, has to hold his hands up. Why he commits there, I've no idea. Samaras always favourite to get there first. David Weir trying to make up the ground to get goal side, but can't close the angle on Samaras. The first touch is exquisite. Pretty small target from that angle, but it's a terrific finish from Celtic's best player this afternoon so far.
It's only his second Old Firm goal, and it's his first SPL goal this season. He was booked, Samaras, for celebrating with the Celtic fans. Nice. Davis. McCulloch. Hooked away by Mastorovic. Forrest now for Samaras. Trapped by Ness. Still going Samaras. Brought down, penalty Celtic!
I don't think this is difficult for Craig Thompson at all here. Yeah, stonewall every day of the week. Love the little change of pace to get away from Ness initially, and he just shifted it as Bugera comes in. And that was not difficult for Craig Thompson.
Well, Craig Thompson had to apologise for not giving Celtic a penalty in an Old Firm game last season. He's given them one now, but that was pretty straightforward, pretty routine, and Samaras is going to take it. A massive moment on Glasgow's Day of Days. It is Samaras. It is 2-0. He is the man of the moment. What a way to start a year for Celtic.
Well, goalkeepers just don't save them. It's a terrific penalty. Because Alan McGregor goes early, he guesses right. Well, the ball just hits the side net, the inside of the side netting. That's how good the strike is. Just opens his foot on it at the very last moment. The perfect penalty.
He's on a hat-trick. Hasn't been a hat-trick in an Old Firm League game since 1966. Stevie Chalmers for Celtic. Great man taking the corner there. Juve delivers. Jamie Ness! That is stunning! That is sensational! Jamie Ness with a screamer! What an incredible start for Rangers!
It's a wonderful strike from the young man. I've got to say, Scott Brown is giving Berham Kyle and Chris Commons pelters for not getting out to the ball quickly enough. Celtic, everybody goal side. Commons and Kyle go out to the ball but don't make a tackle. But what a strike! Actually goes through Chris Commons' legs.
Celtic haven't responded quite well to going behind. And Ledley could send this across for Commons! They have equalised! Chris Commons, on his Old Firm debut, has his say on this day.
Well, I'm not sure about Stephen Whittaker here, why he's so far out of position. As Ledley makes that run in behind, Stephen Whittaker's trying to step up for some reason. Chris Commons must have given Hooper a really early shout. He was on his way here. Lovely cut back there from Joe Ledley. And Chris Commons is screaming here at Hooper, this is mine. And Alan McGregor left totally exposed.
Commons pinched by Ness. Jelic to his right. Edu is charging through the middle, and so is Naismith.
colour's the cap? What colour is the cap?
It is going to be red. Fraser Forster, the Celtic keeper, is going to have to go.
He's got a choice here, the goalkeeper. It has to come for this. It's a beautiful run from Stephen Naismith. Goalkeeper's starting position was reasonably good. He thinks he can get here. Naismith's just a little bit too quick for him.
Will it be a yes or a no for Stephen Whittaker? It's a yes! And Rangers are back in front!
And even if Zaluska goes the right way, he doesn't get there. Such is the power.
Naismith and Edu won their challenges, but Hooper now for Samaras. Hooper again. Mark Wilson. Ledley. Izagirre. Confronted by Naismith. Made room for the cross. Edu might just have taken that away from Samaras, but here's Wilson. Brown! Brilliant! The captain shows the way! The 10 men of Celtic rally! It is 2-2!
Well, again, you've got to hand it to Neil Lennon because he's pushed his fullbacks right forward now. This is a terrific cross from Izagirre, too high for Samaras. Wouldn't come down for Mark Wilson, who can only find Scott Brown. And with his left foot, well, what can you say about that? It's a wonderful finish from a lad who doesn't get enough goals, but he will remember this for a long time. He uses Stephen Davis as a marker here and just bends it around him. Probably starts a foot outside that post.
Izagirre, push that past Foster. Hooper let it go, and it's going to come here to Wilson to hit it. A brilliant clearance off the line, but he's going to have another go, and it's in this time. He's suddenly scoring loads of goals. Mark Wilson, at the second time of asking, Celtic jump in front.
Well, at long last, Izagirre gets down the outside of Foster, who's handled them really well tonight. But he gets a chance to throw it in early with his left foot. Papat does well to match the run of Brown. And how's this for a clearance from Papat? Magnificent clearance. And Mark Wilson, what if anything, he hits it down into the ground, gets a little bit lucky. But I'll tell you what, in this fixture, you take every break you can get. And a long line. Too frantic out there, players still trying to get the breath, I suspect.
Chris Commons, though, could make something happen now. Hooper skips past Weir. Gary Hooper! Born to score goals! Celtic strike first, and we have another early Old Firm goal to get us going.
Well, it's a wonderful first touch here from Gary Hooper to lose David Weir. Intelligent ball in from Commons, who, as always, has got his head up. Watch this touch here. Just to wrong through David Weir, and that gave him time to open his body and open his right foot. But it's a wonderful first touch. One more to steady himself and another to finish. And that is a wonderful striker's goal.
Gary Hooper gave Celtic the lead here in October. Rangers recovered that day to win 3-1. Master goal poacher. His 14th for Celtic. His first at Celtic Park since November, but he was out injured for a few games. Samaras. Izagirre is to his left if he can put him in here, and he's onside. Izagirre, Hooper! He's only gone and scored again! They call this place paradise, and it certainly feels like that now!
Well, it's a terrific finish, but he should dedicate this to Izagirre, the left back, because it's the left full-back who won the ball from Jelavic. Here, now watch his run after this. Look at the ground he covers. Is he onside? He's onside. Now he has to find the final ball, and how good was that? That is wonderful play from the full-back, and Gary Hooper at full stretch only needed one touch. Wonderful piece of counter-attacking football. And Izagirre, well, words just can't describe that kind of contribution. To win it, To run 60 yards and provide that type of ball, fabulous football.
Wilson, Hooper, Commons, Chris Commons, 3-0. Celtic are loving it, absolutely loving it. He scored on his Celtic debut, he scored on his Old Firm debut, and now on his home debut.
Well, he did brilliantly to lose Bergera, who's well positioned goal side. But I just wonder how much this moves, how much it moves in the air, because it looked pretty easy for Alan McGregor. But Commons pulls the trigger here. That's brilliantly to lose Bergera.
Chris Commons!
Well, we'll get a better idea of it from this angle. Yeah, took a late move, but even then, it's not a shot you'd normally expect to see beat Alan McGregor. Alan McGregor moving on to his right side and caught out hopelessly. And Chris Commons, on his weaker foot, has just about put Celtic out of sight here.
Mulgrew to take it! It's a goal! Celtic take the lead from Joe Ledley! He has grabbed hold of his derby and takes great pleasure in doing so!
Well, Alan McCoy will be hugely disappointed that with so many players. Goal side of the penalty spot. Ledley wins it, and he doesn't have to go off the ground too much here. He's hardly off the ground. McGregor can't come, he's been blocked off by Hooper again. It's a super back post header, but it's a bad goal for Rangers to lose.